The flag of ceremony is not just a significant and commendable milestone. It's coming at no better time than now. More so given this administration's emphasis on improving judicial welfare and independence. Providing safe, comfortable, and secure residences is crucial for the judiciary to function effectively, without fear or external influence. Like other public servants, judicial officers perform better when their personal security and mental well-being are assured. This housing initiative expectedly will address these concerns and enable the occupants to fully dedicate themselves to their judicial responsibilities. The project will thus contribute to a more focused and efficient judiciary. The project goes beyond rhetoric and is a practical demonstration of the support for the judiciary, which reinforces public trust in the justice system. Last year, after the flag-off of the design and construction of 40 judges' quarters in Katampe district of Abuja, tongues wagged against the exercise amongst commentators, even though there were also many who defended it. While this is not the appropriate forum to join issues in that regard, I only want to draw attention to Attorney General Abia State and others versus Attorney General of the Federation, otherwise called the Executive Order 10 case, where the Supreme Court, in considering Section 5 of the 1999 Constitution, pointed out that, and I quote, "The extent of the authority vested in both the President and the Governor in relation to their respective areas of influence extend to the execution and maintenance of the Constitution," unquote. And the Supreme Court went on to acknowledge that the independence of the judiciary as understood in common law countries is normally understood to imply guarantee that the salary and emoluments of a High Court judge may not be diminished in any form during his tenure of office. The Supreme Court would go on to remind us all that the 1999 Constitution keeps to this tradition, lest we forget. Judicial housing is part of the emoluments of judicial officers.
Many people would not know the accommodation situation some of us judicial officers are in. When I was posted to Abuja as the presiding justice, I had to squat with a junior brother for 2 years. That's the situation in which some of us in. I can tell you with that much effort that most of the justices of the Court of Appeal in Abuja are living in rented quarters. So on occasion like this, it gives us hope that at least justices will stay where they can discharge justice without fear or favor.
Today is day 14 of the flag-off ceremonies of the Federal Capital Territory. Today is an important day. Of all the flag-offs we have done, I consider today to be the most important. When we were appointed by Mr. President to be ministers of FCT, the Minister of FCT stated that my humble self, one of the things that Mr. President said is that improving the welfare, enhancing the performance of judicial officers in this country has been a problem. What do you think we can do to improve the welfare and performance of judicial officers? And with my experience as a former governor of a state, and I said to Mr. President, one thing your government must show different is that we can't afford to continue to see judges living in rented houses. Sometimes you don't know the landlords of these houses. Sometimes you don't know their neighbors. These judges preside over criminal matters or other serious matters indeed. And of course, you never can tell what will happen. And let me say this, and I challenge anybody who has a contrary opinion. What is happening today has never happened in this country as far as the FCT is concerned. And I want to thank the Honorable Attorney General. And I want to say it, I'm not criticizing his predecessors, but when somebody has done something that is different, it is important for you to tell people, let the truth be told. This person has changed the narrative. He has changed the narrative because there's no time we have discussed with the President on how we are going to improve the welfare of judges and justices that has never given his support. I can assure you, what we are doing today is provided in the budget of 2024 and 2025 of the FCT budget, which was sent to the National Assembly, approved by the National Assembly, and accepted by Mr. President. So we are not doing anything that we just want to on our own. It is the policy of Mr. President, and that's why he has to back it up by National Assembly appropriating it and himself assenting to it. And let me make it clear, what we are doing today is not just for heads of court. When they retire, they go. No. As they are retiring, the property becomes their own. And that is approval of Mr. President. And that is why we issued the CFOs in their names. So any of you who are here now, don't think that when they are leaving tomorrow, you see people writing on pages of newspaper, retired Chief Judge of FCT has taken our house, retired Chief of Federal High Court has converted our house, the President of National Industrial Court has converted the house of National Industrial Court, the President of Court of Appeal has done the same. Please, the policy of Mr. President in this sense of court, as they are retiring, must go home with their houses. And that is the true position. The representative of the President of Court of Appeal has said, I can imagine how a presiding justice who posted to Abuja FCT, that you would think that things are affordable for him to do his job, was squatting with his own brother for 2 years. For 2 years. Tell me how comfortable he would be in that house to do his work. Friends will come and visit his brother. Will he say they shouldn't come? It's not his house. It's a squatter. It's not his house. And that is what you find our judges passing through. And that's why when I was governor of Rivers State, I made it clear, no judge on retirement will not have a home. If you don't want it physically, if you want it in cash, we did it. And let me say, to the Court of Appeal, to the Federal High Court, we are merely supporting you. We are not under us. It's only the FCT that we are relating with as the judges of FCT. That is why we are building for the Court of Appeal 10 duplexes, by the grace of God, will be handed over by Mr. President by the end of the year. 10 for the Federal High Court, 20 for the FCT High Court. And just like the President of National Industrial Court said, while he was speaking, in those days as children, when you don't want somebody to call you out, you be doing some traditional things that, please let them not remember me. You'll be praying, so I was praying that he will forget the promise that was made to him. Of course, as a former lecturer, and of course as a judge, and of course as a president of Industrial Court, I know he will never forget it. Mr. President, let me say it again to you. Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not make promise and fail. And as his agent, I want to assure you, we will have to provide those houses for you, your judges. So don't bother yourself anywhere you see me, don't remind me. Take it to the bank and you can cash from it. This project is not a project, we'll let it be completed. Please, we don't have history of starting projects and abandoning the project. No one person will complete this project for us. We are going to complete this project. And I've had the contractor say 15 months. I've had years, FCDA say 12 months. So there's a problem here. Yes, come. Contractor, come. Let us settle it here now. So let us know what we're doing. Where's the contractor? Where's the contractor? Yes. Yes. This is live coverage. Nigerians are hearing you. The judges are hearing you. You are the one who gave the contract, is it not? What is the term duration?
12 months.
Say it, let them hear.
12 months, sir.
12 months. Contractor, what did he sign?
12 months, sir.
12 months.
Yes, sir.
Agreement is what?
Agreement.
Settled. So, this project must be completed in 12 months time and handed over to you. And the day you are retiring, state fines their house. But let me also say, what Mr. President has done for FCT, before the first tenure of Mr. President ends, no judge of the FCT will be living in a rented quarter. I said before the first tenure ends, no judge of the FCT High Court, I didn't say Federal High Court, I didn't say National Industrial Court, but of the FCT High Court will be staying in a rented quarter. That will come to an end. And we are making sure that this is done.
I feel highly honored to join at this important flag-off ceremony, a moment that demonstrates our shared commitment to strengthening the judiciary and enhancing access to justice across the Federation. Project is a tangible expression of the President's vision that a robust judiciary is essential to national development and the consolidation of democratic governance. We have heard the Honorable Minister mention that it's going to be delivered within 12 months. I believe him because he has never failed. I wish to specially commend the Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory for his proactive support and effective coordination with the judiciary and relevant agencies. Mr. Honorable Minister, your leadership has been instrumental in translating executive support into practical outcomes that will benefit the justice system and the nation. To the leadership of the judiciary, the members of the bench and the bar, magistrates, legal practitioners, court administrators, and support staff, Your dedication to upholding the rule of law sustains public confidence in our institutions. The provision of secure and befitting accommodation for heads of course will enhance operational independence, personal security, and institutional dignity, thereby enabling judicial officers to discharge their duties with great focus and authority. The issue of corruption would get reduced to the barest minimum, because even if you accuse the judiciary of corruption, what are they going to use the money for? For accommodation is already guaranteed. If it is about your salary, you take it for life.